if you understand how customers are using electricity, if you can maybe even engage them and nudge them to slightly change their behavior, you can prioritize your investments better. So you can really build the grid that is needed in the future based on what customers are going to do. And again, that applies not just to residential customers, but also to large industrial customers who may electrify or not. And that can make a big difference for your load. It can also make a big difference if customers are deciding to have behind the meter DERs, so distributed energy resources, which present a particularly tricky issue on the grid because they require a two-way flow of electricity. Um, but knowing what is available on the grid and where customers can potentially jump in to modify their behavior or make investments on their own through batteries behind the meter, for example, or smart EV chargers that can be managed. It also allows grid planners and grid operators to avoid certain investments or at least defer them for a certain time. So that translates into really large dollar amounts that are very important. And given the environment that we're in today, where we have AI data centers and overall population growth, electrification per se, putting a lot of strain on the grid and a lot of pressures in terms of load growth, utilities are starting to be really capital constrained too. So finding alternatives that allow them to deploy their capital in the smartest possible way are really, really valuable.